Deadly tornadoes ravaged the state of Arkansas this past weekend, where, of course, Sarah Huckabee Sanders is the governor. Sarah Huckabee Sanders on Sunday evening posted this on social media saying, quote, "I declared a state of emergency to support the communities affected by last night's severe weather and tornadoes. We remain in close contact with local officials and will continue to do everything possible to help each Arkansasian in need. Arkansas is again at risk for severe weather tonight. Please follow all guidance from local officials and track reports in your area." Okay, declared a state of emergency. So far, as of this recording, 8 people have been confirmed dead in these tornadoes. So it's good that they have leadership that totally stayed in the state to take care of their constituents, right? Well, she didn't. Because this post from Sarah Huckabee Sanders saying, "Oh, we're in close contact, we're doing this." She was in North Carolina watching a NASCAR race, folks. Now, here's the best part. She didn't post that on social media, right? She didn't upload any photographs. She didn't show herself out of state as people are dying. No, she didn't want anybody to know she was at the NASCAR race. But unfortunately for her, other people at that event, namely everyone, also had cameras. And they posted plenty of photographs of Sarah Huckabee Sanders in North Carolina at the NASCAR race instead of being in her state in a time of need. Very reminiscent, by the way, of Ted Cruz skipping off to Cancun during the ice storms in Texas. So, yeah. This seems to be a trend with Republican leadership, right? When you have the opportunity to stand up, to be a real leader, to help people in need, what do? They leave. They run away from their responsibility. And that is exactly what Sarah Huckabee Sanders did. Families are destroyed. Their lives are destroyed. People are dead. But you wanted to go watch a bunch of cars drive around in a circle for a few hours. Because that to you is more important than being in command, than taking charge of a situation that needed a leader. And this is just further proof, folks, that Republicans can't lead. You see a person's character in a time of crisis. Can they rise to the occasion? Can they be that leader that those people elected them to be? And time after time after time, from Donald Trump during COVID, to Ted Cruz during the storms in Texas, to Sarah Huckabee Sanders during the storms this past weekend, every time Republicans get the chance to be leaders, and by the way, there's a million more examples with Trump, the hurricanes, all of that. Same thing with Ron DeSantis here in Florida with hurricane recovery, by the way. Anyway, you give them the chance to be a leadership, you give them a chance to show people they can do the job, and every time they fail, every time they fail, they either fail to rise to the occasion or they fail to even show up, which is the case of Sarah Huckabee Sanders. It was also pointed out on social media that the photograph of her from the NASCAR event, sitting there smiling, I guess, with one of the drivers, maybe one of the fans, I don't know who it was. But anyway, she actually did go back to Arkansas and then did a press conference wearing that exact same outfit. So her priority was NASCAR. Her second thought was people dying in her state. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.